Joint Assembly has to make a recommendation to the Executive Board as to whether the route for the Haslingfield Greenway should pass through the village of Grantchester or whether it should bypass the village and proceed via the bulk. The Director of Transport has recommended the village route, but in doing so has not advised the Assembly on the relative cost of the two routes. The village route involves substantial expense in street furniture and in modifying the footbridge over the M11. Nigel Brigham and Associates report of October 2016, filed on the GCP website, says, one of the significant problems of this route is the cost and difficulty of modifying the existing bridge, which has steps. The existing ramp could be filled and regraded and extended, but that might cause structural concerns. The bridge is also narrow, and the bridge parapets would need raising, so this is not an easy option. The bulk route would involve very little additional expense, as it would be over a route already planned as a spur to the Haslingfield Greenway alongside the M11 and the bulk itself, which is part of the Barton Greenway, which has already been approved, as just been mentioned. My question is whether the Assembly is aware of the disparity in cost between the two alternatives, and if so, whether it agrees that this is a factor to be taken into account when considering which of the two routes is to be preferred. Well, you can see from the documents which you have in front of you, and you've seen, that there is a close contest between the wishes of Haslingfield to go by the most direct route, which is slightly longer than the village route, but probably will take no longer and actually be safer. You have to compare this with the wishes of the people in Grantchester who do not wish the route to come through the village and who already have an adequate cycle path going through the meadows. I would suggest in the current economic climate that costs should be brought into the balance. If the thing is fairly equally balanced, they must be brought in. The Haslingfield Greenway was given a budget of 8 million in 1980, which is probably about 10 million now due to increases. So not going through the village will save a couple of £1 million because there is no extra cost of going via the bulk. I would ask you, please, to bear those points in account. Thank you.
In terms of Peter Scrase's question, the bulk path's not an alternative. You have already considered, the board has already agreed the bulk path going forward as part of the Barton Greenway. Today's paper focuses on Grantchester.